Dear viewers, I welcome you all to my channel. In this video, I will discuss about how to access the MySQL database through JDBC in Java. So for this, I will use Eclipse environment, Eclipse IDE. So first of all, we should create a library which consists of the MySQL connector or jar file. So for that, you go to the window menu and click on the preferences and type library. Okay, so there you can find the user libraries. So already I created a library in the name of MySQL. I remove it, I create a new one for making you to follow this one. So click on the new, okay, then type the name for your MySQL. So I just make it as MySQL library. It's a user defined only. So after this we have to add the jar file which can help us to access the MySQL database through Java. So you have to click add external jars, and I have the MySQL connector jar file. So I select that one and also click on the open button. Now you can see the MySQL connector which is given to the MySQL library. Then click on apply and close. So after this, so we created a library which help us to have the MySQL jar file which can help you to add the database to our Java program. Okay, so now we have to create a new project. So click file menu, go to new and select Java project. So now we have to give a name for this. So I make it as a JDBC read records. So in this project, I will demonstrate how to read the entire table which is present in a database. Okay, so the entire table records will be given as an output when we execute our JDBC program. So after giving the name for our project, click on finish. So after this, what we have to do is we need to connect the library what we created. So you have to select the class path and click on add library and go to user library that may be selected by default. After then click on next button. So what library we created for MySQL connector, that we have to attach to this project. Okay, then click on apply and close. So now you can see that is given as what the MySQL library. It is available for our project now. So after this, what we have to do is we have to create a main program where we can have these statements, JDBC statements, to execute the read operation or select SQL statement in the database. Okay, so I make it as what main driver. Then click on public static void main to have the main method in our code. So after this, what we have to do is to take the JDBC services, we have to import the SQL package. So import java.sql.star. So all the classes in the SQL packages will be taken to our code. So after this, what we have to do is we have to register our driver. Okay, so I'm going to register the MySQL driver to my application. Okay, to my application. Okay, so what we have to do is we have to use this statement class.for name. By default it comes to you. So here we have to give the driver information. So you can get it from the internet also. So you can find it. This is the MySQL driver information I have for this. So select it and give it in our code. Then select and after then give the return statement, end of the statement or semicolon. But now you can see that the error will be there. Why? In the sense it is a database or a data source will be accessed. So we have to use try catch or throw statement. Okay, throw exception, or you can give throws MySQL. Throws SQL. Okay, so throws SQL exception, like that we can use it. So after this, what we have to do is we have to create the connection. Okay, create connection object using driver manager. Okay, so what we have to do is connection. It is a class. Okay, you can have this con object. It is a user defined one. So that can be done by using what? The driver manager. Okay, driver manager you can see that get connection. Okay, get connection URL. So here only we have to pass the information. So here you can see the complete information about my database, and here you can see that my database username, password, everything will be available in this. So that I have to paste it here. Okay. After this, so here you can see that demo, it is a database. So MySQL software, I have installed MySQL Workbench. Okay, MySQL server which is already installed. So I have taken the MySQL Workbench where I can perform the DBMS operations. So here you can see that which is executing in the localhost 3306, and my database name is what demo, and for security reasons I have the username root and then password given. So after this, what we have to do is, after having the connection object, we have to create the statement. Okay, so statement st is equal to connection object, then you have to use create statement. Okay, so this is the way we have to use this. Okay, still I'm getting some error on my statement. Okay, I will check it. So what is that actually? So it may be what a semicolon missed. Okay, yeah, now it is correct. So afterwards what I have to do is I have to uh, create the string object. Okay, so create string object to have select statement. Okay, select statement in the SQL query. Okay, so what I have to do is string, okay, I just make it as read is equal to then select star from, so select star from the table name, that is what actually uses here, then semicolon. So now we have to execute. To execute, okay, execute the select statement, okay, we have to use rs result set. Okay, because result set, it is the object that will get the data. Okay, that will get the entire records of the table. So after executing the select statement, what happens is that data will be available in the result set object. So you can find it, result set is equal to rs, like that I'm making. Then I have to use not, so I have to use statement dot execute query. So where I have to pass a statement, that is in read object. Okay, after this what happen is the result set, which consists of about more than one records actually, because my table is having 18 records. So what I have to do is I have to use it in a while loop. Okay, so where rs.next, that's the method I have to use to take the boolean value in the loop condition. When a record which is present, it will return the boolean value, that is what true, to this condition. So that makes the while loop to get executed. Okay, so when I have the first record, so what happens is that pointer will give the true result. Okay, so true boolean value that will be used in my while condition. So what happens is the inner block statement will be executed. So there simple output statement I'm going to use. So system.out.println, okay, where I print the columns one by one. Okay, so id, so that is present at where, so rs dot get int, because my column id is in integer type. So I have to give the name of the column here. After this I take the column name. Okay, so here you can see that, so name, then here I have to use rs dot get string. Why? In the sense that column, it is what a text or varchar, so due to that I have to use that, and I have to pass the column name, then as like this. So system out dot statement. Okay, so here I pass the email, okay, which will be collected through rs dot get string. So where I have to give the column name, that is what email. So for your understanding, I show the table also here. So you can see that ID, name, then email. So these are the fields in my table demo.users or users. Okay, so demo is a database here. So after this, what I'm doing is I'm going to execute this code. Okay, so three fields we have it in a table, and also we have taken the statements one by one. So first statement, it is about what, taking the driver information. Second statement, it is what, the connection object, creating connection object using driver manager, where we supply the database information along with the username and password. Then I take this statement object, which will be executed only once on the database or table. So here I am going to use what, the select statement. So that I take given in a string object. Afterwards, what I'm doing is I am taking the result by executing the query read on the statement with the help of the statement object. Then the results will be given to what, the result set object. So result set object, it is a collection. So I am going to use a while loop. So in the while loop condition is what, rs next, in the sense it will take the boolean value with respect to that presence of the rows in the table. So after then we take in the different output statements one by one according to the columns or values to be printed as a result. Okay, so now I execute this code. You can see the result of it. We can see the, yeah, you can see that. So as I said, I have what, 18 records. So you can see that the last record ID is what, 18. Okay, so this is the code we have to use for what, displaying the records in a table. Okay, it is a very simple one. If we understand the statement and also the usage of the objects, then easily we can able to build this code by using JDBC in Eclipse environment. Okay, so in coming videos, I will help you to understand about how to perform insert operation using insert query, and we will see some complete code with respect to what, the selection of the user to take the operations on the database. So thanks for this. So thank you for watching this video. Please subscribe my channel and also click on the bell button to get the new video postings. Okay, thank you all. Thank you once again.